Here we go. Today we are doing, if you look at the objective, we're going to be talking about matrices. I'll explain that later. But for now, don't forget UIL eligibility check tomorrow. So make sure you're passing if you want to be in whatever you're doing. Okay, now here's another one of these 3-equation substitution system of equations. What do I solve first? Which one has one variable? Does everyone see the first one has only an x? So let's solve for that x. 2x minus 3 equals 11. What do I do first to solve for x? Get rid of the minus 3 by adding 3 to both sides. Okay, so 2x equals, what's 11 plus 3? 14. Is everyone with me? Following this? And then how do you get rid of that 2? Division is correct. And then 14 divided by 2 is 7. All right. Now we have one variable, x. Which one has two variables? Okay, the middle one. Right. So I'm going to write that. Grab some room. Shoot. And then we're going to substitute 7 where I see x. So when you replace it, don't forget the parentheses. So 2 parentheses 7 minus 5y equals 44. 2 times 7 is what? 14 straight up, minus 5y equals 44. Now, if I'm solving for y, what do I need to get rid of first? 14, the loner. How do I get rid of a positive 14? Subtract that 14 from both sides. Correct. Careful, what do I bring down? Negative 5y. Don't forget the sign. 44 minus 14 is 30. Last step to get rid of a negative 5 in front of y, what do I do? Divide by the coefficient negative 5. And y is negative 6. Very good. Okay. So I got my x, I got my y. So that third equation we can plug in. Now, I made this last one tricky on purpose. There's 2 tricks. There's those negative signs and that fraction. So when I plug in x, so it's going to be negative. Instead of x, I'm going to put 7. Right? Now this next one, careful. It says minus, and then what's my y? Negative 6. So it's subtracting a negative 6. If you only put minus 6, it's going to be, okay, bring down plus 2/3 z equals 19. Okay, so the minus and negative is like adding. If you want to rewrite it as like negative 7 plus 6, that's fine. But it's just, the main thing is that it's not negative 7 minus 6. Okay, now, so what's negative 7 plus 6 going to give me? Negative 1 plus 2/3 z equals 19. What do I do next? Before the 2/3, what do I get rid of? Get rid of that loner negative 1. What's the opposite? Plus 1, plus 1. So I have bring down 2/3 z, and 19 plus 1 is 20. Now, some of y'all had a very intelligent, smart, and handsome teacher last year that taught you how to get rid of a fraction. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good. All right. I'm just what's that? All right. So seriously, how do I get rid of 2/3? What's the opposite of a fraction? What do you do with a fraction? Flip it. Now, I'll be really impressed. What do you call it when you flip it? There's a math phrase for when you take a fraction, you flip it over. Inverse makes sense, but it starts with an R. Not a reverse. Not a reverse. What'd you say? Don't say that word. Not reverse. It starts with reciprocal. Reciprocal. Oh, okay. Reciprocal. Y'all heard that word before? Wow. Okay. Well, I'm sure I said it, or maybe not.
I got a handsome teacher that told me that when I was here.
Very handsome. So handsome, you didn't like you forgot because you were just so enamored. I'm kidding. All right. So, but seriously, how do I get rid of 2/3? Oh yeah, it was the Cowboys gear. That's what was distracting, right? By the way, during homecoming week, Monday is going to be Jersey Day. So come on that Monday. You mean those amazing songs? And I will definitely be playing them extra loud. If I want to bring my big Bluetooth speaker, put it right here. Okay. But seriously, to get rid of 2/3, I'm going to do times 3/2, times 3/2. The 3/2 and the 2/3 cancel out. Goodbye. And now I just have z. The question is, what is 20 times 3/2? You can use your calculator, but what do y'all think? Okay, I do get 30. Now, if I have x, y, and z, I got to put it as an ordered pair, x, comma, y, comma, z. Ta-da! Okay. Now, today, we're going to enter a new world. We will have a red pill and a blue pill. Okay. No, but seriously, we're going to learn about the matrix today. Math matrix, that is. I'm going to show you another way to solve these systems. It's going to be a little, hopefully, easier than the former.
I think I wrote that.
Right. So who's that guy off to the right? You don't know who that is? Neo. Okay, his character is Neo, but who is that guy? Keanu Reeves. You know he has like a rock band? All right, well, anyways. Keanu Reeves. Now, that's not the matrix I'm talking about. The matrix that in math is this thing right next to it, right here. Okay, that's a matrix. It's got a bracket and a bunch of numbers. Okay, so that's why I put brackets around Keanu Reeves, aka Neo, aka, you know.
I don't even know.
There's stuff on my desk now. I see it. I definitely. Reset. All right. Hey, respect your property. My property. All right. School property. All right. So solving systems of equations with 3 variables using matrices or an inverse matrix. Okay. So first of all, what is a matrix? You can see what it looks like. Let's read this. It says a set of numbers arranged in rows and columns so as to form a rectangular array. The numbers are called elements or entries of the matrix. Okay. So numbers are just elements of the matrix. Tell your parents you learned that today. Now, here's an example. Bless you. Coffee. Okay. So now, if you have 3 equations with 3 variables, x, y, z. Now, let me ask you. Think about today's warm-up. Could you solve? Is everyone looking? Look with your eyes over here. Could you solve this the way we did the warm-up? Because the warm-ups we've been doing, I give you 1 variable and a 2 variable and a 3 variable, right? It kind of makes more sense. This, all of them have 3 variables. So I'm telling you, you could not do this the way we did the warm-up. It would be very, 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 very difficult. But I'm going to show you a way to do it today. Now look, in front of x, y, and z, these are called coefficients, right? If there's nothing in front of x, what number goes right there in front of that x? There's a 1 right here, right? If I can write. Okay, so I want you to see these numbers, 1, 4, -2, 2, 1, 1, -3, 3, -5. All 9 of those numbers are in this matrix to the right. Do you see it right here? Okay, so all these numbers, if I just get rid of the x and the y and the z, are right here. 1, 4, -2, 2, 1, 1, -3, 3, -5. Okay. So again, all the coefficients I put into a matrix. Okay. Then x, y, and z, those go into their own matrix. You see that skinny x, y, z matrix? So if I multiply the coefficient matrix with the variable matrix, I get what they equal, these constants, 0, 6, and negative 13. Okay, now, why am I showing you that? Because we're nerds. Now, here's the deal. In general, when you solve for something, right, when we're solving equations, you have to get rid of the stuff you don't need. So here's my question. If I need x, y, and z by itself, how do I get rid of a matrix in front of it? What do you think the opposite of a matrix is? Not anti, but inverse matrix, okay? So I want you to see, if I move this matrix to the other side, I'm going to put this little -1 on it, okay? Now, I'm showing you all this abstract stuff real quick before I just show you the calculator way. But look, that's what happens in general. Those matrices, you move the big one over and turn it into an inverse. That's the big deal, okay? So I'm going to show you how to put this in your calculator. Everyone needs a yellow calculator to press these buttons with me, okay? So I think I see everyone has a calculator. Make sure it's on. All right.
No.
Now, check it out. Is everyone looking up here? Okay. New stuff, okay? Now, do y'all see these three equations? It's on your paper, okay? But these three equations, where it says example, right now? No, no. Okay, but this is brand new. Can you just wait? Please, if you can. If you're gonna explode, you can go, I guess. All right, now, here's the deal. I have these three equations with three variables, okay? Now, if you can read, all the steps are here. I mean, if you think you can follow that, go nuts, okay? Well, I'm gonna walk through this with me step by step. Okay, so what are the coefficients here? If it's negative x, what number is that in front of x? It's really a -1, right? So I just wanted to make sure y'all know, negative means -1, y is a 1, this is a -6. -3, -6, 3, 6, -6. Okay, so here's the deal. Step 1. Okay, I'm going to pull up my calculator here. Go to a new document. Don't save. Go to calculator. Is everyone doing this right here? Blank calculator. Okay. Step 1, I want you to press menu 711, like 7-Eleven, like the gas station. Think about drinking a Slurpee, right? Okay. Now, menu 7 for matrix, 1 for create, 1 for matrix. It's going to ask you, what are the dimensions, okay? So again, the first one is 3 by 3. Okay, so select 3 by 3. Click here to 3, click here for 3. Menu 711. So does everyone see I'm changing this and y'all are doing it too, right? You need to do a 3 by 3. Okay. You can delete that one and try again.
What's the zero?
What you doing?
What's the zero matrix?
Zero matrix.
Yeah, under the matrix there's a zero matrix.
It's a mystery. All right, now you do a 3 by 3 matrix. Does everyone have 9 boxes on your calculator? Okay, get there. So what I want you to put in those 9 boxes are these coefficients. Okay, so on the first one it's -1, 1, -6. Let's start typing that in. And then on the second row, it's going to be -3, -6, +3. Yep. And then on the third one, 6, -6, -3.
Is that 3 and -3 on the third row?
So I'm just looking at all these numbers on the equations here. Now you can see on step 3, I already filled this in. This is what it looks like when you fill it in, okay? If you remember from earlier in these notes, we need this to be an inverse matrix, okay? So look at step 4 off to the right here. What you need to do is go outside of the matrix and press caret -1. Caret -1. Okay, so it looks like this. I'm going to go to the right. Outside, you can see that the bar is like this on the outside. And press caret, negative sign, 1. Does everyone have a 3 by 3 matrix with all the coefficients and a little negative 1 in the exponent? Okay, very important. So that's part of it. The second part, if you look at step number 5, okay? So once you have your inverse matrix, the coefficients of all the variables, the next thing you're going to do is make another matrix. Okay, so look at step 5 right here. Okay, it says go to the right and then type a 3 by 1 matrix. You're going to do menu 711 again. Okay, so if you want to watch me do it, check it out. I go to the right. Here's why I go to the right. You see how my bar is very long? Okay, otherwise you're still typing in the exponent. You want to get out of the exponent. So you go to the right. I'm going to press menu 711 and I'm going to do a 3 by 1 matrix. 3 by 1. You see how I'm changing those to 3 by 1? 3 rows, 1 column. And now I get these 3 boxes, okay? Now, look up here. What were my equations equal to? Negative 8, negative 30, 9. So those 3 numbers, you're going to put here. Negative 8, negative 30, and 9 go here. Okay, so you should have the inverse coefficient matrix, and then you go to the right, you put the constant 3 by 1 matrix. If you're exactly where I'm at, you press enter, you will get the answer, okay? I hit enter, it's going to spit out 531, okay? So it looks like just like this, right? You type it in, you get 531, but we write it sideways, 5, 3, 1. That's it. Did you do caret negative 1? You go outside the matrix, you do caret negative 1. Okay, so this is one way to solve a 3-variable system of equations, okay? Now, you know I already taught you a different way, menu 3-2, okay? But I'm supposed to teach you this way as well. You're supposed to be exposed to matrices, entering the matrix. So today, on the back, I want you to try 2 examples of doing it with the matrix, okay, the matrices. Okay, does anyone have questions on how we set this up? All the steps are on there, and I'm happy to explain it again, one-on-one if you need it, okay? Or if you get stuck at one little spot, let me know. But, real quick, go to the back. Example 1 is totally normal, okay? You have XYZ, 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 okay? But what about example 2? Who can find the weird thing about example 2 here? Zeros are fine. If there's no variables, it's just 1, 1, 1, that's fine. What's wrong here? No y, okay? So guess what y would be? No, 0, okay? So when you're missing a letter, a variable, it might help you to rewrite it with a 0. So 2x plus 0y plus 3z. And then you can do the matrices, okay? So that's the thing. You can't have like a blank in your matrix, okay? So I'm going to let y'all work on these examples, and we'll talk about them here in a minute. All right, I'm going to do this kind of quickly because we're running out of time here. So menu 711, make it a 3 tab. By the way, you can hit tab to make it go down 1 if you're, yeah, it was 3 by 3, so that's a 6, negative 9, negative 8, 4, 7, 2, 3, 5, negative 9. Go to the right, caret negative 1. Go to the right, menu 711. It's got to be a 3 by 1. and it's 3, -7, and 26. Did you get -2, 1, -3? So make sure you write it like this, -2, 1, -3. Okay? And then example 2, please be careful because that third equation is missing y. So let's put this one in. Okay, here we go. So menu 711, 3 tab 3. All right, so that's 1, 4, -1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 0, 3. Does everyone see this bottom row is 2, 0, 3 because y is missing, y is 0. Okay. And then I go out here, I go to the right, caret -1, go to the right, menu 711, 3, tab 1, and I'm going to put 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Hit enter. You should have got 3, -1, -2. All right, and we'll write it like this.
Take this.
Is that yours? No. Okay, so that's how you do matrices, okay? Inverse matrix to solve a system. So we'll use that tomorrow on an assignment, okay? So hold on to that, please.